this video, Smarty, I have a message for you. And this one is for the lovers, but it's sad and it's romantic. It's what I feel it's like two people trying to communicate with each other that are on either different levels, different places. They're trying to reach different versions of themselves, whether it's like spiritually or in a different timeline or just another version of this person. But if you've never been here before, hi, my name is Linda Gotsorsi, and we're speaking in all sorts of ways, so I try to translate the messages to you for us. And this one, I love this one because Spirit also gave me a 3D, I'll explain it. Okay, so let me tell you the dream first. So I had this dream that I went to this new place, and it was like cold and winter, and I ended up finding this thing, like, you know how like when you're little you have those Barbie houses that you open it and then like the little city comes out, or like you open a 3D book and then it pops out like a little neighborhood. And that's what it was, but everything in that book or that thing, it was Christmas theme, and it was like very spiritual and very religious. And then I noticed that on one side people were writing little writing wishes and prayers and sticking it in there for another person to find, so that person can read their prayers, right? So I was like, oh my god, I know what I'm gonna do. So I started writing this prayer, and I knew who I was writing the prayer for. And the prayer is what is it? It's Ephesians. I thought I wrote it down. But anyways, it's an Ephesians Thanksgiving prayer where you're asking, essentially like asking God to open the eyes of their heart in order for them to see like their purpose, their wisdom. In a sense, it's like asking God for wisdom for this person, right? Anyways, so and then I woke up. So later on, I went shopping with my sisters, and we had my niece. And my niece, I love her. Anyways, Spirit always like uses kids to give you a message, because they're just so, they don't even realize that it's a message, if that makes sense, because they're just so spiritually connected. Anyways, I saw this notebook, and it was two of my favorite colors. It's like blue and yellow. It was blue and gold, and it had the Eye of Horus on it. And in my mind I was like, oh, that's a cute notebook, but I don't need a notebook because I have plenty of notebooks, right? And then my niece was like, look at that notebook. And I was like, oh, fine, I'll go get it. So I wouldn't go get it, and then I'm like doing this thing, making sure that there's nothing written on it, right? Right, and whenever I was like scrolling through it, I saw a poem on there, and this was the same day as the dream. So I'm gonna read y'all the poem, because it's like literally I just had a dream about writing a prayer for somebody, and then I found the poem. So, and this is what I feel like this person is saying to the other person. Okay, so it says, I miss you, and I've been thinking about, and I feel like this is not a girl writing it, because you can tell it's very like a guy, if that makes sense. You'll hear. Okay, it says, I miss you, and I've been thinking about you, and how much I love you, and I miss your touch. I miss being around you and your laugh and just holding you. I think about you every day, and I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I wish that we could go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you, and I thought I'd write you a letter and tell you that you crossed my mind, and I took this as a sign as I should just write you and tell you hi. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cute, and that's just so funny. So I feel like whoever this message is for, let me read you what it says in my dream book. I almost forgot. Okay, a prayer, because this is pretty much talking about praying for somebody, right? In a dream, if you're praying, there's several meanings. It may signify your desire to overcome uncertain and definite answers to a problem. It may also represent your need for guidance on an issue that you're concerned about, or desire approval from those in authority or something. But anyways, yeah, so what I think this means, it's like these people are writing to two different versions of themselves. Like this person, the poem person is writing to the old version of this person, right? And the girl in the dream is writing to the new version of this person. So I don't think that they are like aligned yet, but what I do feel, it's like just there's like always like a reason we have to let go of certain things, right? It's like letting go of a person, letting go of a thing to see things from like a spiritual perspective, I guess, from like a detached perspective, to get people's feelings and like things aligned, I guess, if that makes sense. Like obviously that person, they're both obviously missing each other, but yeah, I guess it's like just continue to communicate spiritually. Hopefully this message helps you, lead you, guide you some way somehow. Toodaloo.